Kodiak is different from a lot of the other Alaska operations in that we're a true year-round operation.
We have a number of different species that we process from the Gulf. We have pollock, POP, gray cod, black cod, halibut, crab. We process 4 different species of salmon.
Pollock, that's the highest volume product that we're going to produce. So we're running multiple species all side by side.
We're one of the #1 employers in Kodiak. We have about 600 to 650 employees at a time.
The operation has seen tremendous growth over the last decade, expanding from 65 to 250 million pounds of seafood a year.
Alaska supplies more than 60% of the U.S. wild seafood catch. Of Pacific Seafood's 15 processing plants, Alaska is home to Wrangell, Seward, and Kodiak. Kodiak Island is the 3rd largest island in the United States and is home to the largest Coast Guard base in the world. In Kodiak, Pacific Seafood has 3 primary processing facilities.
What's up, guys? How you doing today? You're rocking out with the one and only Philly Don, coming to you live and direct from Malaysia. I'm coming to you live and direct from the TBS bus station in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. It's going to be people talking in the background. It's going to be some noise. You know, I don't have an exclusive place to myself. I didn't want to do this video in my capsule. This is my second night in a row. I'm staying here at the Capsule Hotel here. So I use the bus station as my living room. So today, guys, everybody's calling me about working in Alaska in the seafood industry, need a job in the seafood industry. Make sure you support my channel. I'm giving you guys some valuable information that when I was coming up, man, I had to dig and find and do a lot of research for this. And I'm telling you this on my YouTube channel. So if you call me and you have questions and stuff, make sure that you try to support the channel, because I will help you to the end of the world to make sure that you get an opportunity to work in Alaska in the seafood industry. All right, today we're going to talk about my book. I wrote this book like 2 years ago. There's a lot of information about Alaska seafood processing. Sorry about that noise in the background, but it is what it is. But I have a lot of information here, and you should go on Amazon and you should go get the book. But this is what I want to say. This is what I really want to say. I'm gonna do a brief run through the book. I'm gonna go through the book briefly, and I'm gonna give you some information, and I'm gonna tell you some new stuff that I noticed working up there last year in the seafood processing industry. And yes, I'm going back up there to work in the seafood processing industry. It's a bag. Why would I stop getting bags? You know, anything you do, you have to do for yourself, for your family, and if you get in a bag, and it's definitely worth going up there. Once again, sorry about the noise in the background, but that's not going to stop us. We're going to keep pushing, and we're going to talk about the book. I'm going to give you some brief information, because people always want to know about the seafood processing industry and how they can get a job. So without any further ado, man, oh man, what a day, what a day, what a day. Early morning here. Once again, sorry about the noise, but it is what it is. Just briefly, going through some chapters, and I'll figure something out. Let's start here, okay. I guess you guys don't care about the history. I ain't gonna talk about the history of being. It started around 1870s when they started doing seafood processing in Alaska. Obviously, it's been around somewhere else in the world, but okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about what is a seafood processor? What is a seafood processor? That's what people want to know. They like, I want to do this job, but what is the job? I'm reading directly from my book. A seafood processor is responsible for preparing seafood, distribution, and sales. Workload includes cleaning fish, cutting them, sorting them, grading them, packing them, labeling them, and sorting seafood products. The processor must also ensure that the seafood is within regulations, safety regulations, and guidelines, and is kept in good condition. The processor must also be able to distinguish types of seafood and their grades. Grades is like, if it's say if you have salmon, a silver salmon fish, a grade would be like 1 would be like a perfect fish with no damage and stuff. 2 would have like maybe a little mark or something on it, and 3 it would be like really damaged a little bit more. But don't worry, in the seafood industry, they use all the fish, no matter if it's a 1, 2. If it's a 1, 2, or 3, and it's a usable fish, they'll figure ways to use it. All right. Additionally, the seafood processor must be able to work in a fast-paced environment, yes indeed, and know various tools used in fish processing, but not limited to including knives, bandsaws, scales, multiple types of packing material. But don't worry, guys, they'll teach you all of this. So basically, what is a seafood processor? I'm gonna just go through it one more time. You could have rewind the video back and double checked it, but I'm gonna show you guys some love and go through it one more time. That's a piece of it. A seafood processor is responsible for preparing seafood for distribution and sales. Once the fishermen bring the fish to us, we prepare the seafood, the fish, the crabs, whatever it may be, for distribution and the sales. The workload includes cleaning fish, cutting, sorting, grading, packaging, labeling, and sorting seafood products. So hopefully now you know what is a seafood processor job. And there's so many positions among that. I can go on and on and on and on. They have what position could I name that? There's so many different positions. They have QCs, they have dock crew. I can go on and on and on. Fresh market, they have so many different departments. Let's see what else I can tell you. Okay, this is a big one. People always ask me. The places in Alaska where seafood processors work. Okay, it depends on where you're on land or on sea, because they have vessels, they have land plants, they have everything. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. The place in Alaska where the seafood processors work varies. Seafood processing jobs are available in plants, like I said, facilities, floating processes, plant facilities, floating processes, and at sea processes. Processing jobs include fish processing, filleting, like I said, grading, bagging, freezing, canning, shipping, and other odd jobs. There's so many different jobs you can get, like I was telling you before. Fish processing plants throughout Alaska are usually owned by a seafood processing company or a local fishing or corporation. Company and corporation, the same thing. I don't know why I said it like that in the book, but I said it. Okay, these facilities can be land-based or at floating, like I told you before, depending on the seafood being processed. The Alaska Department of Fishing and Game regulates all the state seafood processing facilities, floating processors, at sea processors, no matter what it is. If it's at sea processor, if it's a land processor, is regulated by Fish and Game. They also offer a variety of training and certification programs for employees in this industry. Can't believe this guy gonna come over here and talk right now while I'm giving you guys this valuable information. I'll get right back at you. Let me let him stop talking, and I got more information for you. Okay, you guys want to know the important questions. You guys want to know the important questions about getting this job. You want to know how much you can make as a seafood processor in Alaska. How much money can I make as a seafood processor in Alaska? Or how much money can a seafood processor make in Alaska? Let's talk about it. Overall, the amount of money seafood processors make in Alaska depends on their job duties, experience, and the department in which they are employed. With the right qualifications, knowledge, and skills, processors can earn wages and benefits that exceed the average. Now, the average is the base pay. It all depends on what company you're with. It all depends. So, in general, seafood processor jobs in Alaska pay an average of hourly wages and cruise share. Because some pay hourly and other ones pay cruise share. Like when you're on a vessel out at sea and you guys are catching, you get a percentage of the catch, which is cruise share. And everybody knows what hourly is. I don't have to explain that. So with salaries, it can range from $3,000 to, you ready for this number? Over $100K. But it depends, guys. Don't get all happy. It depends. If you are a basic seafood processor, then you know you're gonna get the basic. But I know some seafood processors that made 60, 70, 80 grand for a year. And we're not talking a whole year, maybe 2 or 3 months shy. 2 to 3 months shy of a year. I'm gonna say like 3 months shy of a year, and they made like 80 grand. Okay, so it all depends. It all depends. And if you have some special qualifications, you can make a lot more than that. They have maintenance. They have all sorts of positions, man. It's a lot of options in the seafood processing industry. But you go get my book so you can read more and give you more information, because I'm only giving you the basic information. I'm not really giving you everything. Okay. Remember, this is a seasonal job, not full-time. And let me clarify what I mean right there. When I said it's seasonal, it's not full-time. You're only going to be working like 4 or 5 months, sometime a month, sometime a couple weeks. It depends. It all depends. That's why I said, you know, the pay started at $3,000 on up. It depends. Some people, I knew somebody that did a 2-week contract. You know what I mean? Obviously, he ain't gonna make 100 grand in 2 weeks. If that was the case, then everybody be doing it, right? Right or wrong. So it all depends on the company you with and their needs and how long they need you for. But I work for a company called Pacific Seafoods. Shout out to Pacific Seafoods, man. Now, working with them in Kodiak, Alaska, if you want and you in good graces with the company, you could literally work there 11 months of the year. Or at least 10 months of the year. But they have 2 seasons, A and B. And if you work in 16s and 12s every day, or almost every day, you put yourself in that type of money bracket that I was saying earlier. So it's seasonal work, but it can be full time. And also, some people can work like 4 months or 5 months at one company and then work at another company for another 3 to 4 months. And guess what? That's the whole year right there in itself.
In the seafood industry, and we make sure that we do our part as a team.